How's it going, folks? Welcome back to my World of Warcraft The War Within playthrough. We are here. We just came down. We heard a commotion. So let's investigate.
Kaz Algar is proof we can unite Azeroth.
I had been sent word of bandits roaming the Highlands, but I didn't know it was this bad. It's just as well we happened into this attack. If we want to get to the bottom of this, we might as well start here. Though I do wish Fair and Will were not here to see this.
It felt good to go to battle once more. It will feel better when I can finally rest.
This reminds me too much of what happened the last time Lord Danth returned. Ask what Gera means. Gera's lips curls in disgust. Lord Danth left Stromgarde to be ruled by his niece, Lady Marin Trollbane, until his return. She began using the 7th Legion to claim territory that belonged to the Horde to protect ourselves. We brought the Corcron here. It was a standoff. Jaina and Thrall travelled to Stromgarde and Hammerfall to ask for aid in Kaz Algar. That went as well as you would expect. The conflict only ended when my people laid down their arms and the 7th Legion did the same. Lord Daneth arrived and removed Marin from rule. And then we all joined the fight in Kaz Algar. Lady Marin is in prison, but old hatred smolder. Not surprising, another threat is kindled from its ashes.
Fight with honor, die with glory.
Slain bandit with a red covering? Huh.
Not really in the mood for visiting.
Got a red bandana on him. Torches and tar. We've been attacked before, but this time, Walker shudders, this was different. They didn't want livestock, grain or money. They took torches and some barrels of tar we used to fix our roofs. I don't know what they're going to do with it, but, well, I can guess. They're going to burn something down. You need to stop them before they do another homestead harm.
Trollbane will fix all this. I know it.
Walker Gresham.
Being here is like being in the stories I was told as a child.
Don't worry, little one.
It's not.
You're safe with us. Farron glances up at you. I'm not sure I agree with Daneth, but darkness, even here, affects even the youngest of our shared people. I'm glad I felt the calling to come here where I can be of service. Farron, smiling, returns to distracting Maggie. I wish my hair was long enough to have braids like yours, Maggie.
Our light brings unity.
Finding
I hope
family?
I have strength to bear it here.
Where's my mama, my papa, Ellie? Maggie looks around with tears in her eyes. I was following Mr. Gresham and Clarabelle when we saw the bandits. He grabbed me up and we ran here. I don't know where Mama and Papa and Ellie are. Can you find them for us? Clarabelle is starting to get worried. Maggie sniffles.
I guess we're not strangers anymore.
I guess
Why
not.
Why us? What do they want?
Let me find out. There's the bandits. Defy us! I thought so. How are they not completely eradicated by now? Emblematic of things to come, the Defiance bandit was carrying a badge with an unfamiliar emblem. The emblem looks like a rising sun with long rays emanating from it. The sun and rays are colored red. Perhaps Daneth can identify it. Let's ask him.
At ease, champion.
Oh, I don't recognize this emblem, and a Defias had it on their person? Curious. Daneth turns it over, in his battle-scarred hand frowning. I wonder what it means.
Back to diplomatic affairs, then.
Please think about it. There's barrels of tar over there. The Defiance will not fail again. For the 3rd time? Or 4th time? You cannot stop the dawn. The dawn? Crimson Dawn? Wait, isn't that Star Wars? A new dawn is coming. No escape. And that's 10. Now let's find the Wiltshires. The Wiltshire.
They looked like Defias. But what would they be doing here?
It's a good question. Oh, I got Ellie. A well-loved Elec plush with the name Ellie written on it. The seams have begun to wear and its button eyes are loose. Marshall?
They called themselves the Red Dawn. They wanted me to join them.
But you didn't.
Daddy? Mommy?
Oh, Maggie, you're all right.
My lord, who are the Red Dawn? I do not know.
Mommy says I shouldn't talk to strangers.
Ellie must be so scared.
Bye-bye.
You found them, you found them. Thank you so much. Maggie hugs Ellie tightly.
Next time bring me some sweets. Please.
I hope whatever they're planning doesn't involve my neighbors or Stromgard.
My farm.
Thank you, Scene. Hopefully this snuffs out what they were planning.
It'll be all right, I hope.
Hail, soldier.
A Defias attack, the theft of tar and torches, a group called the Red Dawn recruiting here in the heart of the Highlands. Stromgard was right to send a missive asking for my return. What is going on here? I placed Colonel Niles in charge after Marin's foolishness led to her imprisonment. I must head to Stromgard and speak with Niles immediately.
For Azeroth.
The Red Dawn? I will go to Hammerfall and see what they know of this.
We must continue on to Stromgard. Unless Faerun...
Danath, I am a soldier and an Arathi, just like you. I would not abandon you now.
Meet Stromgard Trollbane at the gates of Stromgard Keep. Alright, so that's just down south. I don't know why they went that way, but alright, maybe there's a road that way. Ah, okay, yes, there is a road. Let's go for a little ride through the Arathi Highlands in its current state. It's looking somewhat different to how I've been questing around it in Classic.
Unrest in Newstead. We don't have the hands to quell the unrest here.
If more hands are needed to keep Stromgarde safe, the champion and I are ready to help.
Agreed.
I'm listening.
Lord Danath has granted you entry into Stromgarde, but be warned, the populace is on edge and acts of violence are becoming more common, especially against non-humans.
Dismissed.
If Danath vouches for you, I trust you, and trust is in low supply here in Stromgarde. After Lady Marin was put into place, I thought Stromgarde would go back to normal, and it did, for a time. But now there's a tension here so thick I'm afraid to breathe around some people. Citizens are acting out. I don't know what's gotten into everyone. Fighting, stealing, backstabbing. If you're willing, I could use your help. Roderick? Roderick?
know where to fight.
Oh, I do, Roderick! I've always liked this tabard. I want to have an angry bird on me. We're sport the angry bird tabard.
Stromgarde has a reputation for being unwelcoming.
Ill
Do not
tidings.
let that keep you from asking my counsel.
This is much worse than I thought. With the attacks disrupting supply lines, the people are angry, hungry, and looking for someone to blame. The easy choice is blaming our neighbors at Hammerfall. We cannot let this unrest continue. I must speak to Niles and my advisors. I see Faerun has volunteered the both of you to help the people of Stromgarde. I do not like putting either of you to work on what is a diplomatic mission, but helping Brewston while I speak to Niles would put my mind at ease.
Working together is not just an option, it is the only option.
It is good to feel the sun on my skin once more.
Strom, or Stromgarde as it is now known, was once the capital of the Empire of Arathor. King Thoradin founded the city after uniting the human tribes under his rule. He built this fortress long ago to protect the humans from the Amani trolls. Think of it. The castle is older than my entire nation.
May the darkness never find us here.
Well, if Danath vouches for you, I trust you, and trust is in low supply here in Stromgarde. After Lady Marin was put into place, I thought Stromgarde would go back to normal, and it did for a time.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Curfew kerfuffle. I'm glad for your help. Between deployments to Gazelgar, responding to threats in the Highland, and desertion, we simply don't have enough soldiers to enforce order. Marin's supporters are causing trouble throughout the city. They're stealing supplies, harassing people, you name it. We've enacted a curfew, but Marin's supporters are openly defying it. As my deputies go around and tell the troublemakers to go home. If they get rowdy, you have my permission to teach them a lesson.
For Stromgarde.
Trade in Stromgarde has broken down. We're short on goods and workers because of the attacks. Niles was too busy, so I took it upon myself to write official requests for aid. Most are simple and straightforward. Writs for supplies and such for the Stromic army. The desist writ for Joseph is different. He is loudly blaming everyone, not human, for our woes. Someone needs to officially tell him to shut his yap before he starts a riot. As my deputies, would you enforce my request for aid?
Stay safe.
You got-
Obliged for your help, but keep your eyes open. There are agitators about.
Apologies for putting you to work. We will speak again after I have briefed Niles and Brewston.
Alright, in we go.
Maybe
Rodney?
it's time to pack up and leave Stromgarde. Haven't got many supplies, but I'll see what I can do.
Those Marin flunkies, they're making it harder and harder for anyone who isn't human to live here in Stromgarde. Did you see how they were crowding around me and Godfrey? Shameless. And no respect for the law at all. That's not your problem. I see the shiny deputy badges you both got there. What, Niles and Brewston too busy talking, taking a nap to come and help us or ask for a favour? Hand over Brewston's writ for armour repairs.
Our last shipment of iron was stolen by bandits, but I'll do what I can.
We could try to recover those shipments. I will speak to Danath.
Look at this place. So much has changed. You came to the wrong place, Night Elf. Oh, you won't get away with this. Into the shadows they go. Now, let's see if we can help anyone else out. Wait a minute, this used to be the keep. It's been rebuilt. I'm sorry.
That's 3 caravans to date that haven't made it to Stromgarde. Have we no been introduced?
The Alliance has heard the request from Stromgarde, and we are doing what we can. We've been sending caravans of food and supplies from Kazmodan. I keep getting attacked en route. We cannot spare the troops to protect the convoys. We need what we have in Kazalgar. We're still tied up trying to find anything to defeat Salatath, not to mention aiding the survivors of Dalaran and our new allies. I wish we could do more, but we're stretched thin as it is. Hand over Brewston's request for aid.
Tell Brewston we're already doing everything we can to help.
Confronting Zalatath left no one to protect Stromgarde. No wonder these people feel neglected.
Joseph the Enlightened.
Marin, true heir of the Trollbanes, will deliver us from the Horde. She will be Stromgarde's salvation.
Joseph points to you and addresses the crowd. Hark! Look at the creatures Danath allows into your city, a traitorous night elf. They are here to steal your resources to fund their imperialism. Their so-called friends of the treacherous alliance travel to exploit newfound lands while we suffer and starve. They send our grain to gnomes, elves, and Draenei. And when we need help, where are they? What have they done for Stromgarde? Hand over the writ to desist the inflammatory speech under penalty of arrest.
What's this? Danath Trollbane's minions threatening me for speaking the truth? Is this justice? Is this righteous? I will comply for now. But a new dawn is approaching for all humanity. Be ready, my friends.
New dawn? A red dawn? So that, what he is wearing, if I can find it. And if I have it, which I might not actually have it. Oh no, there it is. Is the tablet of the Scarlet Crusade. Which is a little worrying. little worrisome. Oh no, that's right, you just keep sleeping there. I'll get more friends, just you wait. Oh, she got a birdie. Let's go to the other side. Oh, I see you.
You need something?
Show your deputy badge and tell them to go home.
See you around.
We'll comply for now. Interesting, they didn't want to fight. I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Hello.
A night elf? We should never have trusted you.
Have a good one.
You better watch your back in this city.
If this keeps up, we're going to have to start rationing. I don't have anything right now.
Are you here with a delivery? With the poor harvest and all the thieving, basic foodstuffs has been hard to come by. We haven't received any outside aid either. If we don't get help soon, we're gonna starve. Why doesn't the Alliance help us?
I should have known. You just want to take and leave the rest of us nothing.
Brewston would not ask if he were not desperate. Please, whatever you can part with.
Blame the Alliance if you're hungry.
If Brewston wants food, tell him he can walk all the way to Stormwind to get it.
Sorry to disappoint.
Damn. Luminos.
People keep saying the attacks are just bandits, but I think the Horde is behind it. It's about time someone did something.
Well, you're not here. You're not from here. Are you with the Alliance? Are you here to help us with these orcs? Amy sees your deputy badges and rolls her eyes. Brewston. Well, he's got the spine of a water elemental, sending his deputies to do his lord and master's bidding. What does that useless man want now? Hand over the request for bandages.
Bandages? If Lord Danath would stop talking to orcs and start killing them, we wouldn't need bandages.
The orcs are not your enemy. Lord Trollbane is doing what he can to keep you safe.
Why should I help you?
Oh,
anyway?
get out of my sight. The dawn is coming. Ooh.
I'm proud of my heritage.
Oh no. Storm will rise again. They've infiltrated deep. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of this, if not all of it, has been put here during Battle for Azeroth, but I've actually walked around here. I didn't really play. I mean, I did play an Alliance to go through the storyline, but I don't actually remember coming out here. But for a lot of it, I played a Blood Elf.
The people are scared of Merrin's gangs. If we reassign...
No, Captain. You know we don't have the manpower for that.
At your service.
Roderick?
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
The city is a powder keg waiting to go off. Lady Marin's supporters are growing day by day because of the attacks in the Highlands. But people harass not just the common folk who follow Lord Danath, but also anyone who isn't human. And now these Red Dawn people Lord Danath just told us about. Between our deployment to Kazalgar, combat losses, desertion, and attacks in the Highlands. We just don't have the resources to police the city right now.
For Stromgarde.
Well, it's despicable, really. They try to intimidate loyal citizens and make them leave just because they aren't human. They also shout down anyone who doesn't agree with them. Many around here just try to avoid them, but it seems like they hang out where it's hard to do that.
You know where to fight.
You have my thanks, and the thanks of Stromgarde. I'm sorry you got an earful from Joseph. At least he left peacefully. Despite how it may seem, the city is still loyal to Lord Trollbane. Mostly. Lord Marin's followers are just louder and angrier.
Stay safe.
How can I serve you?
I am Colonel Veronica Niles, and I am in command of Stromgarde in Lord Trollbane's absence. I'm sure while waiting our people, you've heard the name Marin in Stromgarde. Lady Marin Trollbane is Danath's niece. She was briefly regent, while Lord Danath Trollbane campaigned for troops for Khazalgar. Her actions during his absence led him to imprison her when he returned. That said, Lord Trollbane felt Farron should speak to her, perhaps to get perspective. I can take you to her if you wish.
For Stromgarde, he would have introduced Marin himself, but Gaara summoned him urgently to Hammerfall. Come with me.
Strange that Danath would leave without us. And want us to talk to his estranged niece.
Strange?
There is so much yet to learn in the topside world.
So this is Marin, the root of so many of Stromgarde's troubles. But what would Danath want us to learn from her? I suppose he wants us to see what she sees, how the deal of the Arathi has been corrupted. But surely he knows I am aware of how further, for anything, has a dark side. Farron furrows her brow. Something seems wrong here. Listen to the conversation.
You are a prisoner. Why does Colonel Niles defer to you?
You should know. Names carry weight. Farron Lothar. Despite your elven blood, a great Arathi warrior returning gives us hope that those dissatisfied with Lord Danath Trollbane's rule, with our old Stromic ways forgotten, with famine, unrest, and orcs on our lands, and dwarves and elves in our cities, all will rise up and embrace a new dawn, and that when they do, I hope you'll be part of it, Farron.
I would like to see Stromgarde as it was, but your promises are empty. And I would never betray Danath.
You say that now, but you'll see it my way, in time.
I'm sorry, is that the keys, like right there?
Speak candidly.
Marin? Marin smirks at you. Ah, a night elf. I would say welcome to Stromgarde, but I am fairly certain my people do not appreciate your presence. Your kind is not welcome here, night elf. You're best to run from whence you came before an unexpected misfortune befalls you. We would hate to see that, wouldn't we?
We will be a proud people once more.
Tell her to the bars.
Colonel, she all but told me she was involved with the Red Dawn.
Stromgarde welcomes you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Hey there.
Stay a while and listen.
The people who attacked Newstead called themselves Defias. Who are they?
Defias? I haven't heard that name in a while. This story is a little sad, actually.
What do you mean? What happened?
After the Second War, Stormwind was heavily damaged. The Stonemasons Guild was contracted to rebuild it, but Stormwind's corrupt House of Nobles denied them payment. They rioted, and in the riot, the queen was accidentally struck and killed. They were driven from the city and became bandits. The Van Cleef family became their leaders. I had thought that the Defias were dead along with the Van Cleefs, but that may have been wishful thinking.
I don't condone banditry, but I can understand their frustration.
I suppose. If they'd been paid, they wouldn't have become bandits. But you can't just throw away law and order if you don't get your way, like Merrin's supporters are doing now.
That is a good point. Thank you, Captain.
I stand for the people of Stromgarde.
Merrin may be in prison now, but her supporters continue to spread her rhetoric across the Highlands. Whatever she may say, I do not believe that she is the leader of this Red Dawn that you both are speaking of. I see who comes and goes. She receives no outside visitors.
Farewell.
Finding refuge at Refuge Point. If you want to find Lord Trollbane and tell him your theory about Lady Merrin, the missive called him to Hammerfall, far to the east of here. He may have stopped at Refuge Point on the way. It's a Strummick encampment about halfway to the Orc Town. Because of the frequent bandit attacks in the area, I believe he meant to stop and check in with our people there. You might catch up with him there.
Stay out of trouble.
If you leave now, you might catch up with Lord Trollbane at Refuge Point. But watch out for bandits.
She saluted. Alright, let's go. Oh, the people are starving. They'll turn to the Red Dawn. Alright, I'm going to ride my way over there, but I'm also going to leave the episode here for today. Folks, if you're enjoying the episode and the series as a whole, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you're not subbed already, consider hitting that sub button. Click that bell if you want to get notifications when new videos are out. And if you would like to support me further, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a YouTube member here on the channel, getting early access to my videos, getting your name on at the credits at the end, and just generally helping me out and continue to do what I do. Oh no. I see dead people.